Hello, everybody! Welcome back to Awoogamart with your host, me, splendiferachie, in no way affiliated with Splend. I'm joking. Let's try that again. Oh, awooga! Hello, everybody! It's your girl, the purple lady, Miss CEO of Awoogamart, back from a hard day of work. During the morning shift. How's it going? What's up, brochowskis, my fellow Awoogamart employees? Welcome, Q. Hello. As you can see, I have my Awoogamart name tag, as you all should. Have your name tags on as well at all times in Awoogamart. We know that's a thing. Also, Yama, thank you so much for the 10 months. Oh, Awooga, let's go. Thank you so much for working for Awoogamart for 10 months. I really appreciate it. Lure, hello. Welcome. Yay, you arrived. That's very true. Hee. So, as you know, today we are, as a company, I wanted to bring you guys through what I do on a daily basis here in Awoogamart. And the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is that I go through customer complaints. That's right, Awoogamart is very dedicated to serving the best customer experience. It's in the name. You know, we're here to give you an Awooga time. The tag of our supermarket is, how are we open for business? And of course, that's a very open-ended question, but we have the answer right here. It's because of everybody here doing their best to bring smiles to people's faces. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that idealistic? Nothing sus ever goes on in Awoogamart, right, guys? The Awoogamart name tag actually fuses to the skin like Omnitrix. It can't be removed. Exactly. So I hope that I hope you guys actually put it on in the beginning, because if not, I'm gonna be very, very angry. Thank you. Awooga Idol Company. We have not expanded our business, but perhaps soon. Night King, welcome. Thank you so much for your 10 months of patronage to Awoogamart. Awooga! Dutiful Awoogamart employee arriving for work, ma'am. You should have been here 6 hours ago. You're on thin ice, Night King. But anyway, thank you so much for working for us for 10 months. We hope you appreciate it. Don't forget to fill out our company survey. Thank you. Customer service, strange, because I swear I saw a paper shredder being nearby. No, what are you talking about? Anyway, so I have a Google sheet of I have a Google Doc. Well, not really a Google Doc or anything, but I do have everybody's complaints here on screen today with me right now. We had about 33 responses in the form, and which is a little bit high, but it's probably because they finally found the form, you know, because I was being told by OSHA, and I was also being told by Swiss that, you know, maybe we need to put a customer complaint form somewhere, because they're too tired of handling all the physical attacks by our company. Like, you know, it happens. It happens. I'm too tired to survive this all the way through. Oh, no, don't worry. You know what? Before things get crazy, why don't we start? Why don't we start right now? Here we go. Let's go through all the complaints one by one. 33. I sort of like vetted it, but not really. Sup, here for the crazy. It's not crazy, it's cringe. There's a difference. Now let's jump right into the news. Or something like that. So our first complaint is... Should I say these names? Or should I keep them anonymous? No, you know what? I'll say it. Should I display it on screen? Let's see. Maybe it would be better if I displayed it all on screen so you guys can see that I'm not lying about it. You know, I'm being a very dutiful Awoogamart employee. I'm not even an employee, I'm CEO, bitch. Woohoo! Okay, so this one's from Cypher. I know the text is a little bit small. Maybe I can make it a little bit bigger. There we go. This one's from Cypher. Ready to be called out? Yeah, are you guys ready to be called out? I hope so. This one's from Cypher. The complaint is from the 12th of May, so it wasn't too far back. It was at 1:57 a.m. Oh, those are our prime hours. Glad to see that you're in store. This took place at our redacted branch. As you guys know, we have 4 branches here in Awoogamart. We have the main branch, which I'm filming from right now. We have our sister location, which I usually film Awooga News from, but it's closed right now because of don't worry about it. Of course, we have our redacted location, where of course you guys can do all sorts of redacted things. It's very fun there, although I haven't visited in a while, and I probably should. And lastly, we have one in Ohio. That one's our most accessible one, apparently. But we also do get a lot of weird people there. I don't know. It might just be like an Ohio thing. But, you know, who knows, right? So the subject of our complaint today is no food. It's been weeks since I was transferred here. The were fine at first, but when I got raided by the senior staff, they started to get feisty. I'm afraid that without feeding them, I won't last another night. They're still docile for now, but I will still need another shipment or whatever that stuff is. They started following me around. I see. This is a rookie mistake from Awoogamart employees that just started, but it's okay. Noob mistake. We all make mistakes in the beginning of our career. All I can say is that we will send another shipment to Redacted Store. And if anything, if all else fails, just run. It usually works for most people, but if it doesn't, I mean, I'm pretty sure we have like... Where are they? I'm pretty sure we have like mirrors over in aisle... I think they're in aisle 6 in Redacted, but you should double check, Cypher. And oh, there's proof. We got some proof today because you guys were able to send a little bit of proof. Too bad. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen one of these in a while. They stopped bothering me after I told them to go away. Maybe Akuma had something to do with it. Not so sure, to be honest. Oh, there it was in aisle 69. Yeah. But again, like I said, no big deal. These ones are survivable, like McCoy says, and McCoy has been here for a little bit. You know. Best of luck to you, new Awooger. What do you mean, Rachie? Yeah, I'm not dead. I just... busy. Busy with Awoogamart, of course. As CEO, I'm a very, very busy person. Make sure to go to SCP-3008 as practice for Awoogamart. We do have a bunch of SCP-3008. He is friendly. He's just hungry. You know how people get. Why don't you try feeding him a Snickers bar? You know? Like, I hear people aren't themselves when they're hungry. I hear Snickers helps with that. The next one is from Kaya. This one took place in 2021 on September the 3rd. This happened at 12 a.m. so our opening times. And this one also happened at our redacted branch. Let's see. The subject of our complaint is complete loss of motor function, permanent euphoria. First time, eh? So, apparently, immediately after Summer Blooms Without You was released on Bandcamp, I was constricted and put in a near comatose state. Praise is such a... Wait, I need to say... You can't bring up these things. Stop, wait. Let me redo that. Immediately after Summer Belongs With You was released, Summer Without You, Super Smash Bros. Brawl was released on Bandcamp. I was constricted and put in a near comatose state. Phrases such as Nighthawk in the sky end up overflowing, and discern out these days were the only things that I have become conscious of. It is with great difficulty and tremendous effort that I have put forward this complaint that the album has not voraciously and entirely consumed my whole being. I hope that other consumers of this product do not fall victim to the advertised scheme behind Summer Blooms Without You, now available on Spotify, Apple Music, and Bandcamp. 11 out of 10. Jesus Christ. Man became a vegetable after listening to my stuff. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to work that out. I swear. Blooms without summer hue. Yes, it's springtime. Spring, fall, leaves dancing in the breeze. I think that's like a lyric. Bloomers seems like you. Words are so hard. Words are hard. I'm pretty sure that's really the root cause of it. I'm really sorry that this happened to you, but again, when you bought the album, I'm pretty sure you are aware that any bad things that happen to you are your own fault. I made you sign it after all when you signed, when you paid for it, so. Not my fault, thank you. Not a real complaint. Anyway, next. Man, these complaints are fun. Let's go with Chaos for now. Okay, so this one is from Chaos. Damn, the mind control was a little bit weaker than I thought. Gotta up that later. We'll talk about that later, McCoy. We'll talk about that after this is done. The album comes with a 69-page contract of consequences. I wouldn't say that. I would say that the devil is in the details, you know? Maybe the real actual devil is in the details of the story. I don't know, man. Like, I'll do anything for those funky little streams. Oh my god, Dirtboy, thank you so much for your 23-month patronage to Awoogamart. Awooga! Thank you. Welcome back, Derp. It's been a while. Rachie, that fish tank is way too small. Very inhumane. Do better. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, he's dead, so it doesn't really matter. She's like dead. She's not even alive. So who's the real bad guy here? Calling me out? Like, who really? You should be ashamed of yourself. Anyway, so the next complaint is from our friend Chaos. And the date of a complaint is on the 12th of May, 2022. Okay, so that wasn't too far back. At 10:15 a.m. Why were you there during closing? Let's see. Main branch. Okay, this is about our main branch, which I'm at right now. So I'll read this and determine whether or not this is valid. Occasionally, it is very dangerous to walk past this section for kitchen appliances. I've noticed that there's a weirdo who likes to randomly throw a fridge at me when I go inside that area, and I hate it. I strongly recommend tracking down that person and publicly unaliving him, which is the cool and base solution, or giving him an eviction notice, the lame and cringe solution. Oh, and they involved proof. John, don't look at this. OSHA, don't look at this. My OSHA employee is John. Look away. Ah, yes. I see the issue. Yes, that could. that could be a problem. Oh, hello, Joshua. What are the things you want to do? What things do you want almost in the whole entire world? I would like to know how to deal with the situation, because that's not Bob. Because Bob doesn't have a face, right? So that can't be Bob throwing the fridges. I don't know. Have you guys encountered this person yet in Awoogamart? Have you guys encountered this in the main branch? Honestly, I haven't been to the kitchen appliance section in about 3 years, so it's been a while. Ooh. Wow, you get a fridge. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, there are no real malicious entities in Awoogamart, no matter like what happens, you know? I mean, I know we're in like a really weird place here, but I don't think there would be anything entirely malicious. Maybe they're trying to give you a fridge. Maybe this is the way they're Why don't you try talking to him? Why don't you try talking to him? Like, it doesn't seem like they work for us too, which means they're not really an employee, which doesn't make it my issue. But if you can't spend your money in Awoogamart, then it becomes my issue. So why don't you talk to him? Do you watch football? I do not watch football. Maybe he's just LARPing. I cast magic missile, throws a fridge at you. Well, I mean, John, can you get this fixed? I don't really know how to deal with people. That's why I lock myself in my office all day. Thank you. This employee was clearly trying to offer a discount for that fridge. You know what? That's true. Damaged goods are usually on a discounted price, but that does make us lose money. So I don't know. I don't really know if I'm happy about this behavior. Oh, Ribbon! Welcome, Awooga! Thank you so much for your 20-month patronage to Awoogamart. Mwah. Old employees are coming back. I know, they are coming back. Very nice. John for Employee of the Month for realsies. We need a taller handrail around the fridge. Can you try, do you know the items that we have on like I'd like to say it's like 4301, like the gravity manipulator? Could you just put that around the fridge so it'll be a little bit more difficult Use the one that we have. Use the one that we hid at the back, the one that's slightly broken that we can't really sell, but we keep it there anyway in case somebody's stupid enough to grab it. Try using that one, and if it doesn't work, then people are gonna be on the floor for a very long time, but it's okay. I mean, it's only in the appliance section. It shouldn't be that big. Dented and bloody is best discounted. I know. That's the state I usually buy my fridges in. Give the fridge a knife, let it defend itself. That is very true. You could also give the fridge a knife. You could give it a sword. Ah! Violet, welcome. 18 months. Thank you so much for your 18 months patronage to Awoogamart. Thank you. We can only authorize the use of that product for safety if you found a way to prevent customers from turning it off. I'll get back to you later. Let's see. Anyway, thank you for your complaint. We'll figure that one out later after we're done with addressing these complaints. So this next one is from Superb. This one was dated the 12th of May 2022 and it was at 2:23 a.m. Happened in the main branch and the complaint subject is lost on the 15th floor. Okay. This is one I know how to deal with. I took the blue staircase up to the 15th floor for the heavy-duty cleaning supplies and I think I'm lost. I found the hand sanitizer I was looking for, but when I turned around, the shelves made themselves known and I found myself... Wait, sorry. The shelves made themselves known and I found myself lost. The staircase wasn't there anymore and the elevators made a noise that split my head open. It's been a couple hours and my head is pounding now. Can somebody help me? I'm sat on the inside of complaint submission booth 4DT. It won't let me out. Okay. But what did I just come into? We are handling customer complaints here at Awoogamart. Let me actually just put that here somewhere. We're handling customer complaints here at Awoogamart, my supermarket. Let's see. I have this one. Awoogamart. Awoogamart. Customer complaint corner. Okay, that should be enough. Yeah, I think that's legible. Okay. Yeah, anyway, your first mistake was taking the blue staircase. I know we probably should have put a sign there, but it looks like somebody wasn't doing their job. And you know, it is what it is. The hand sanitizers on floor 15 are really enticing though, I'm not gonna lie. I have made this mistake a few times before, but after I took the blue staircase the first time and realized that I probably can't make my way back to the office for another like 2 months. I learned my lesson, you know, next time you want to take the staircase that's upside down. It works, trust me. It might be a little bit scary at first, but we have hand-holdy rails, so it's all good. Only employees are banned from the staircase till 2043. That's very true. But yeah, about trying to get out of complaint submission booth 4DT, I'll send somebody to you, to your location. I think that's all we can do, right? Is there anything else we can do? I'll send somebody that can give you a voucher as well, just as a sign of, because this is not supposed to happen. I'm really sorry to hear that. But I hope that you find your way back. The person might take a few hours to get to you though, maybe a little bit more than a few hours. So hang in tight, and if you look underneath the table in complaint submission booth 4DT, you'll be able to find a pack of just the middles. They're very good, trust me. Anyway, good luck, Superb. John, can we get somebody? You know what? I'll just do it myself.
Calling all employees. Can somebody go grab Superb at complaint submission section 4DT? Thank you very much, and have an awooga day, shoppers.
Okay, we should be good. Let's move on to the next complaint. So this one's from Ollie. Okay, we know Ollie. This was in 1992, almost like 30 years ago. Amazing. Okay. A little bit of an old complaint, but it does take a little while for complaints to come into Awoogamart, you know, like interdimensional delivery and whatever. I love the dichotomy between employee talk and shopper's jubilee. It's a little bit old, but it's all good. 30 years, not bad. This took place in the main branch. Okay, that makes sense. The main branch, it checks out. Main branch has been open for that long, maybe a little bit longer. Physics broke near aisle 781408. Yeah, the quantum physics aisle. Okay. Time and space have gone awry near aisle 781408. There seems to have been an accident near the quantum physics aisle, which caused space and time rifts to appear. The space warps make all the shelves look lopsided, although that may be just what they normally look like. Yeah, that is how they normally look like. One of the time rifts sent me back 30 years in time. I'm sending this complaint via handwritten letter. Okay, please have the rifts fixed and send somebody to help me back into the right timeline. With regards, Ollie. 12/05/1992. Oh, there's a screenshot as well. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, it is 1992. I can't. Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that. That is 1992. That is legit, but unfortunately, it is just like John says in chat. I'm sorry, but complaints have a 16-month time restriction for safety and security measures. We are way past the window. I'm so sorry about that. If you want, though, we can give you a $10 gift card. This is a blatant lie. That is Windows 10 and 92. John. They traveled back in time with their laptop. It's okay. It happens. It's happened to one of our employees before, John. It's okay. But yes, we are way past the statute of limitations, unfortunately. So best of luck. And if you do find yourself out, I have a $10 gift card waiting for you. Only at Awoogamart. You gave employees laptops. We talked about that, dangerous. Well, it's not my fault that I'm too lazy to respond to company-wide emails, and sometimes I need somebody to reply to emails for me. I'm a very busy woman. You know this, John. But yeah, Ollie, I'm really sorry to hear that. That's rough, buddy. Reading emails? Ugh, exactly. Yeah, you're so busy. I saw you fishing for 6 hours. Okay, but it's called achievement hunting, John. Get on my level. Don't knock it because you can't be me or something like that. I can't speak English. Anyway, so this next one is from Subpar Mario, and this happened. Were we in business on the 4th of August, the year 4 AD? I wasn't CEO by that time, but I'm pretty sure. I'll have to ask Akuma later. Let's just figure it out later. Company fishing meeting. I mean, one's a meeting, right? It's like what they say. Is that it's 0004? It's year 4 AD. Like, I know Awoogamart has been open for a while, but I wasn't CEO at that time. I've only usurped power maybe for the last, like, you know what? We're not gonna talk about how long. I mean, it's not good for a lady to talk about her age, right? Anyway, so this one happened in the main branch, and this one says, "Say, I'm hungry. Have you got any food?" I don't know. How should I deal with this one? Maybe I should just ignore it. I wasn't CEO at that time either. So apparently somebody in 4AD was really hungry, and they were able to send me their complaint via Google form. That sort of checks out. Can he eat without a mouth? I'm pretty sure he had a mouth. Oh no, he didn't really have a mouth. Did people in 4AD look like this? I'm a little bit younger than that, so I wouldn't know. That's food for thought for sure. Give him burger. Burger. Oh no, oh no, no, no. If you guys are hungry, well, it's not your scheduled lunch break yet. I'm forcing you guys to sit here until lunch break because I need viewers on my stream. So, no eating. I have no mouth, but I must eat. We haven't even evolved mouths yet. Back in 480, really? It requires burger. When is lunch break? Lunch break is when I'm done with this, right? That's usually when lunch break is. Lunch break is when I tell you it's lunch break. So if I never tell you it's lunch break, you guys just have to keep working till you die. Anyway, thanks. This one's from Slow. This one's recent. It's from the 5th of May, 2022. This happened at 2:37 a.m. at our redacted location. Okay, so Slow is lost. I was shopping for my weekly stock of steroids early in the morning when I slipped on what I think is milk. I fell through the floor and now I'm stuck in this place. There's nothing here but the stink of old moist carpet, a mono yellow wallpaper, and the endless background noise of fluorescent lights. I've been walking for what I think has been an hour. Please help. The back rooms are outside of our jurisdiction, but they're like outside. I think you accidentally clipped through the ground and outside of Awoogamart. So you did it! You're out of Awoogamart! Now whatever happens, it sounds like it's your problem. Yay! Not our problem. Not our jurisdiction. Not our problem. Best of luck, Slow. Awooga! Thanks, Radish. Yeah, sorry. I have a lot of problems on my plate. I'm not gonna deal with somebody who's accidentally clipped into the back rooms. Best of luck. Time to turn 360 and go back in. I mean, if you can find yourself going back into Awoogamart, then maybe us, you know, the staff can help you. We have very friendly staff over here in Awoogamart. I'm sure you all can testify. Except for Frog. Frog is an anomaly. Frog is nice. So this one, so the next one is from Waypoint on No Clip. So this one is from Slow as well, but it's about bees, and we don't sell bees at Awoogamart, so I can tell it's a troll post. Define friendly. Frog is very friendly. Frog is just a guy. We do not question Frog. Do not anger the Frog. Do not touch the Frog. He's very, very nice. No one messes with Frog. He says he's just a guy, but we all know better than that. So this one is from Megafan, but it's in complete secrecy, so it's not from Megafan. And the date of the complaint was on the 12th of May of this year. It happened at 4:56 p.m. Sounds fake, but okay. It happened in the main branch, and apparently there's just too many pairs. Oh, hi, Awoogamart Customer Service Center. I would like to file a complaint, but I drank some mysterious liquid, and I think I'll pass out before me being able to file it. So good night, and have a good time dealing with the other complaints. See you later, KR. Good night. That pay cut. We'll talk about it later. So anyway, this one is from not Megafan, and it says, "Boss, it seems we have quite the problem with these pairs. It seems no matter where I look, in any aisle and any section, there is another toothed pair to be seen. I don't know if it's just customers tossing them everywhere, or if one of our stalkers have gone rogue. It's probably the latter. People I hire. But something needs to be done. The pairs are seemingly becoming more aggressive, and it's driving away potential customers. Attached, you'll find photographic evidence of this abundance." It sounds fake, but if you say you have like photographs, man, I'll believe you. Hello, first time chatters. Welcome. Aku cinta kamu. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. That sounded really disinterested. Love you too. Okay. As we can see, there is a pair there. There is... Where are the pairs here? I guess they're behind here. There's a pair there. Yep, there's two pairs there. Looks like, oh, there we go, spray pair. But this one is one of our legit products, so I'm not too worried about this one. Apparently John, you can't look, so okay. Besides Sonic the Hedgehog, that one makes a lot of sense too, ignoring that probably should not be a thing. And behind the chuggers over there, okay. I can see why you would be concerned, and I thought it was actually a rogue stalker, but so this is part of our promotional event to promote our pairs, because we have a little bit of an overabundance of pairs, and we thought that maybe if we put it everywhere, you know, it would grab your attention, right? They're all for sale, by the way. If you see them and if you touch them and pick them up, you have to pay for them. I don't make the rules. Actually, that's not true. I do make the rules, and you do have to pay for them every time you pick one up. So thank you so much. If you've touched one or even looked at one, breathed in one, if one smiled in your direction, then it's yours, and you have to pay for it. And it's $4,000 per pair. It's not. I'm not. I didn't make the rules, but I did. Yeah. It's a good thing I wear a mask. Well, has it smiled at you? Has it looked in your direction before? Has it followed you all the way to the cashier? Because if that's so, then you are the proud owner of a toothed pair. Oh, what does this say? Oh, hey Mino, I would like to file a complaint that just happened in Awoogamart South. Ah, yes. Okay, when I was 13, I had my first love there. And when I had my first love, there was nobody that compared to my baby. Nobody. That sounds like a you problem, but also I'm really jealous, but also maybe I should go to Awoogamart South if I want to find a potential partner. Alas, Awoogamart South is not the place to look for business partners. You guys open to stock options? No, I'm joking. So this one's from Sith. It happened on August 31st, 2007 at 12 a.m. at our redacted location. Okay. I see. This one's a little bit of a long one. I found the cause of the Awoogamart rift. Which one? She was there leading us. She was always there leading us, and we never suspected her. Listen to me. If anybody is still out there, don't listen to music playing on the speakers. The green-haired one can reach into your mind and deaden your senses. She's the source of Awoogamart's power and warping space. As long as she has a captive audience, she'll never lose power. I repeat, do not listen to the music, and for God's sake, if you see a green-haired silhouette with a leak, fucking run. I tried to stop her in my past, but my connection to the future only made her stronger. There is hope, though. I might have found her weakness. I left earplugs under the milk tank and directions to the next set of equipment just right at the... Everything that I believed in turned out to be just too much fantasy. I keep breaking character! You guys suck! Hey, adios! Welcome! Oh my god, it's her! It's her! Yeah, that's a friend of Awoogamart. We put on her music because we love her. What do you mean, run? Huh? I don't want to believe this, but... I don't know. I don't like this complaint, so I'm just gonna ignore it. You know? Exactly. I would run towards her as well. Why would you leave earplugs under the milk tank? Wouldn't that just make the boneless boyfriends listen to her music? I don't know, man. If you don't have anything useful to say, maybe don't say it? Interesting. You can run, but you can't escape. Exactly. She is the reason that everybody's trapped in here forever. I mean, she's the reason that it's so hard to leave Awoogamart, you know? You just want to keep listening to her music and buying our products. It's great. Trust me. Source. Me. Best of luck, you guys, but also her music slaps, maybe. Anyway, we'll just ignore that I said that. And this one is from My Leukemia is Worse. This one happened on the 12th of May, and it happened at 6:40 p.m. at our sister location. Okay. The store should close down because they don't accept V-Bucks as payment. Oh, shit. My dad works at Epic Games and I have an infinite amount of V-Bucks. I just wanted to buy some gamer juice from Awoogamart, but they don't accept my V-Bucks. Honestly, they should close down unless they resolve this issue. So we sincerely apologize about that. Our payment gateway was down that day. And it just so happened that it affected V-Bucks and Robux. Only, but it has been resolved, and if you do want to buy anything with V-Bucks or Robux at Awoogamart, all you need to do is check out from your Epic Games account, and it should be good. Bolad, welcome. 12 months. Thank you. 13 months. I can't believe people would dare to complain about Awoogamart. Exactly. You accept Robux? I do. Can I buy Awooga bucks? Awooga bucks is not a thing yet. I'll talk about it later, but perhaps we shall make some Awooga bucks soon. Time to buy the store with my 7,000 V-bucks. You think all our products are worth 7,000 V-bucks? First time here, is it? Yet. What? You don't think that I would? You don't think that Awoogamart would put out its own currency? We've seen what cryptocurrency can do. If you can con people into thinking that their money is worth something, then maybe Awoogamart can do it too. You know? I mean, we have a long history of doing stuff that may or may not be good. Buy an employee for 7k V-bucks per hour. Yeah. You can buy an employee per hour for 7k V-bucks. What's the rate between V-bucks and Japanese yen? We don't handle those conversions. If you'd like to see it, why don't you contact our payment gateway, Awooga Bucks? They handle everything. Sorry, Awooga Cash. They handle everything. But anyway, this complaint is resolved, so thank you for contacting us. This one comes from employee 8142. I saw you in chat. I have my eye on you. We have a financial department. No, but I did make a subsidiary a while back to handle all of our money. So, you know, something tax break, something. This one happened in the main branch. The subject of the complaint is, "Let me out, please. I have been stuck in the freezer for months. It's cold and I'm hungry. Please let me and the others out." Oh, and it came with proof. 1 second. Let me just close these. Oh. I don't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway. Shouldn't there be food in the freezer? I mean, friends eat friends, right? I'll let somebody out of the freezer, but at random. That's the spirit. That's the Awoogamart managerial spirit. Exactly. Why is the Awooga Cash's app size 239.7 gigabytes? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, there you go. Thank you so much, McCoy, for the tier 1 gift sub. To Resonator? Okay, so I guess Resonator can leave the freezer. Welcome out of the freezer. Nice. Anyway, that sounds like a them problem, so I'm just gonna move on. So this one is from default, and it happened on March 21st, 2022 at 6:47 a.m. This happened, in our Ohio branch. I'm really surprised we don't have more complaints coming from the Ohio branch, but you know, it's okay. Back into the cruel, harsh world you go, pal. I mean, yeah, why do you even want to leave the freezer? Like, isn't it nice there? You don't have to worry about your responsibilities. You can have lunch break whenever you want and toilet break whenever you want. We're not forcing you to, like, work, you know? No wonder I escaped Awoogamart. I was almost stuffed in said freezer. Sure. Because, of course, we do that, and it's not you doing it to yourself. Ohio does seem pretty stable, despite, like, the really weird people that hang out at the back of Ohio Awoogamart. I hear at the back of Ohio Awoogamart they have a lettuce club every like 5 months, but I wouldn't know because let's just say I'm not allowed to go back to Ohio. Anyways, so the complaint is there are antithetical aisle signs. My brother was trying to find dragon scales and otaku tears, but the signs gave mixed signals because he had to check reptiles, not there. Exotic creatures, not there. Myths and legends, he found scales that said dragon, but they were chupacabra fakes. He asked an employee and they tried to set him up with a bad dragon, much to his disgust. Upselling. Do you happen to have the employee's name? I would like to give them a raise. The tears weren't in the water section or the salt aisle, and it wasn't even at the checkout line. He ended up having to beat up a weeb in the parking lot for it. I see. Interesting. We don't talk about Lettuce Club. I see. We need to make a rescue operation for people stuck in Ohio. What are you talking about? Slow! Yeah, you did. You missed your complaint. Don't worry. We resolved it. You can watch it in the VOD later. Well, it wasn't me. I always make sure my upsells work. That's very true. There is a time and a place to upsell your bad dragons. Perhaps they are not here right now to somebody who's looking for dragon scales and otaku tears. Man, I thought I taught you guys better. Swiss, you have to train them harder. I'll dock your pay. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, if you couldn't, I understand the dragon stuff, but we never said that we had otaku tears. We've always said that if you wanted the otaku tears, or especially the organic ones, you would have to farm them yourself. We just give you a place for it, you know? So technically, this complaint isn't even a complaint. Ah! Hannah! Welcome! Oh my god! Oh, there's so many people. Oh, shit! Hi, Raiders! Welcome! It's upweighted. Oh my god. Never did I ever imagine that I would see the day when Hanamakia would raid someone on Twitch. Hell yeah, girl! Woo! How did you guys treat Hannah? Did she have a good stream, guys? Did everything go well? Did you guys have fun? Welcome, Raiders. You can never leave. I mean, don't scare them away yet. You have to convince them into joining Awoogamart first. She rage quit was fun. What were you playing? You weren't playing you can't rage quit from just chatting. Oh god. Might be okay. I need context. Dragons rage quit. Ah, Necrodancer. Okay, yeah, makes sense. I never finished that game. Wait, which character did she use? You could definitely rage quit from just chatting. You know what? Anything's possible. I agree. Why not? My mind has changed. Do I smell MLM? No! What are you talking about? I'm not trying to sell you guys on my MLM, and it definitely isn't doTERRA. Rage quit out of Necrodancer. Yes, it is very normal occurrence. I've seen someone rage quit from GeoGuessr. I love you, Queen. Thank you so much for the raid. Also, sorry. Let me introduce myself before we start talking about Hanmak again. Hi, I'm Rachie. I do English Vocaloid covers, and I stream on Twitch. I do games, and I also do silly RP segments like this, because, you know, I'm cringe. You can't rage quit from just chatting challenge, except, you know what? That's very fair. Also, Jesus Christ. Let me just turn off the follows because I can't read what people saying. Cringe definitely is the way. MLM RP. You act as my downline and I'll be your upline. Ah! Hunter, thank you so much for the 10 gifts. Why? Don't Agreed. Normal is boring. We embrace the cringe. We roleplay in Final Fantasy XIV and we roleplay in real life. In fact, I roleplay as a normal person every day. You guys can relate though, right? Your cringe is pretty base. You know what? Say it with me. Do not kill the part of you that is cringe. Kill the part of you that cringes. That was said by Jesus. Thank you. Normie RP, ill. Okay, look, some of us need to function in society. Oh god, Cupid, thank you for the 10 gifts. Hi, okay, I think I'm supposed to say things, but my brain is lit. We have a Discord. I think that's what I was supposed to say. My brain is, I left to pee what happened. We got raided by Hana, which thank you. Oh yeah, for my chat who doesn't know Hana, I don't know why you wouldn't know Hana. We played Fortnite together, my iconic stream. Go follow her. If you think that I'm fun, she's like 10 times more fun. She's great. She's very funny and very sweet and gremlin and wholesome, and whatever she does very, very funnily. There is not a non-funny bone in her body. Yeah, her. Fortnite, what's that? That's the name of the town that Awoogamart is in. She is the funny anime girl, the original, the one and only. Even her fleshy bits are funny. Hey, slow down. This is a PG-13 stream. There are mostly no bones in her body, actually. Oh, shit. Well, maybe she belongs in Awooga. Holy shit. Let's calm down. There's a lot of things going on right now, Hunter. Yes, she is the funny Doom anime girl. I heard that she got visited by a Doom staff person before. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we should. Maybe if we can get the rights to Miss Hanamaki, we can sell some boneless girlfriends in the store. That doesn't sound like too bad of an idea, actually. You get a Hana. You get a Hana. I'll get my own personal Hana and prop her up next to my virtual boy. That actually does not sound like a bad idea. Swiss, if you're here, or at least John, can you note that down and like put her in production, perhaps? Mick Gordon. Oh shit, that's so cool. See you later, Fizzy. Go sleep. All right. If you guys need to go sleep, go sleep. We are coincidentally doing just a lore stream today, because oh god, do I have to do it? I own a supermarket called Awoogamart. It is very cool and fun and not in any way cringe. Apa jabatan Hana di Awoogamart? What would she be? I don't know what her jabatan is. I think we should definitely just call her boss. Is that how VTuber girls are made? I guess so. I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe the new line of virtual YouTubers will be made that way. All boneless. All you gotta do is give them bones. Rank above me, of course. Pamegang Sahama, yes, she's one of Awoogamart's 69 shareholders. Lore stream. So the MLM thing is canon then. I mean, I wouldn't call it an MLM. I would just call it, you know, our company structure looks a little bit like a pyramid. I wouldn't really call that an MLM because it would need levels, right? But I would say that in this way, you know, it's... Anyway, if you haven't followed Hana yet, go follow Hana and on all her social medias. She streams on Twitch, but she also streams on YouTube, so it's fun. To be fair, actual stores run as pyramids too. That's very fair. So we're not an MLM. We are just we're just cool, you know. Anyway, to introduce Awoogamart, it's a very cool supermarket that I run. We have 4 branches. We have the main branch, we have our sister location, we have our exit store, and then we also have Ohio. It's very fun. Non-level pyramid structured company. Exactly, you got it, Yuta. Miman-san, thank you so much for the 20 months. Patronage to Awoogamart. Awooga. Do we get dental? So here's how it works, right? You guys get paid by commission, and if you recruit other employees into Awoogamart, then you get a percentage of that commission that they get. So I guess long story short is we don't pay you, so you don't get dental. Rachie, do you like my username? Ivy loves me. I do! Thank you! That's so sweet. I went to use my dental card and they took my teeth instead. I spent 5 months collecting those teeth. It's because you haven't paid your debts off, so it's okay. No dental SMH my teeth. I mean, you can't really... How effective is shaking your head if you don't have teeth, you know? It's very, very non-threatening. 5 out of 10. Get some teeth. But don't forget that a percentage of 0 is always 0. That's why you need to start selling. We were talking, okay, so the complaint that somebody sent in, not somebody, sorry, let me say their name. The default sent in was that their brother was trying to find dragon scales and otaku tears, but they couldn't find it anywhere in the store. And then one of our employees tried upselling Bad Dragon because obviously, you know, the profit margin is really high on that product, but they failed. So because of that, they're not going to get number 1, not going to get a commission, and number 2, their family's not going to be fed, and number 3, no insurance for them. I mean, that's just how it works in Awoogamart. Nice! Where do I sign up? I'm totally ready to pay to sign up and not get paid after not recruit. You have the right mindset for this.
Quit fan gifted a tier 1 sub to oof_senpai.
Exactly. So you sign up by subbing to me. That sounds really money. That sounds really cash grabby, but I swear, like, Awoogamart has so many other benefits that aren't financial. You know what? We can pay you in exposure. Oh god. So clips are okay in chat? Totally okay in chat. In fact, I encourage it. Clip me right now. Thank you.
Quit fan
Exactly. You get paid in exposure. Not bad, right? Not bad. How much for the beans on that clock? So it's not for sale, but if you can suck it all out in less than 5 seconds, I'll give it to you for free. Exposure payment. It's very good. And we have 0% cashback. It's very true.
Two gifted a tier 1
Bet.
sub to
You know it. Bet. It's like a different version of the krupuk. Apa sih makan krupuk? Lomba makan krupuk. It's very hard for me to switch from English to Indonesian. That's right, Awoogamart, home of the bean sucking challenge. God, that sounded wrong. You know what? No, we'll roll with it. Bean sucking challenge. Anyway, who wants to read customer complaints with me? Oh, by the way, we're reading complaints today because I finally found the link after a few hundred years, and we found. Here we go. Here's a complaint from Diako, who sent in this complaint in 1759. Isn't that sexy? I think that's pretty sexy. Not gonna lie. Crackers, exactly. Rachie, can we please get medical? The eldritch horrors took my soul and I need a replacement. Well, I think it's time we remember the age-old adage from Awoogamart. Not my problem. So thanks. It sounds like a you problem. So I don't know why I should be the one helping out with that. How's the fish behind you called? She looks healthy. So she's dead, first of all. But I'm sure. But as you pointed out, she is dead. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about her. So this one happened in 1759 on April. I would like to say this is on July 4th, which is a little bit over of the statute of limitations for our Awoogamart complaints, but I will humor you by reading this anyway. Weemi, thank you so much for the 15 months. Your patronage to Awoogamart is appreciated. Ooh, it's been a while and I'm a big lurker, but I love you, Rachie. You're a big inspo to me. Gotta go, but I wanted to drop this up. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, she is a dead fish. What insurance covers the loss of souls due to eldritch horrors beyond my comprehension? I mean, if you wanted insurance, you would go to Awoogamart, not Awoogamart, you know? We're here for a good time, aren't we, guys? We're here for a good time and the possibility to be your own boss. You know, I heard one of the people on my downline earns $15,000 a month from home. It's insane. Anyway, so this one happened in 1759 at our main branch, which checks out. We've been up for a while. I caught Bob in aisle 13 eating approximately 25 rolls of Awoogamart brand toilet paper. I don't know how he got it there, considering that paper is found in aisle 57, which is also confused how he was eating it given the whole no face thing. In conclusion, I'm traumatized. 10 out of 10 with Awooga again. That sounds like, Does that sound like a complaint to you guys? I think that sounds pretty fun, honestly. I know that Bob gets really competitive, so he probably saw somebody else eating Awoogamart brand toilet paper and wanted to join in the fun. Doesn't sound like a complaint, right? Exactly. Classic Bob. It is a compliment. Is it right? How is it a complaint with a 10 out of 10? Honestly, I can just accept this as like a, hey, this is sort of what happened in my life, boss. Like, take me out of Awoogamart. It's sort of been years since I've been there. You know what? I'm here for you and I'm listening. This is a positive Yelp review. Exactly. Exactly. Some employees really need an outlet to show their love for the company, and what better way than through a complaint form, right? Exactly. Bob was just participating in one of the company's endeavors. Exactly. You know, our three pillars here at Awoogamart: speed, liquidity, and toilet paper. It's lovely. Are you guys convinced? You guys want to work at Awoogamart yet? You only need 5 small payments of $99.99. Think about it. Anyway, thank you so much for the complaint, Diaco. This one is from Omnivike Estontal. Oh, that's my neighbor. So this one happened in 1855, which is again outside of our 16-month statute of limitation, but I will humor you with that. Is that $99.99 or $99.99? Yes. I'm sold on toilet paper. In these daring times, it's practically pure gold. There you go. That's somebody with an entrepreneurial mind, Ray. You know, you've got the brains. You have the brain cell, the collective brain cell. Please give it back. I've been looking for it for months. Thank you. Working here is a choice. It's always been a choice, Diaco. Even, you know that picture. You know this picture. You know this picture? It's always a choice. It's always a choice working here at Awoogamart. We're always here to welcome you with open arms, right? You know your toilet paper well, exactly. I smell a cultured person in chat. I choose cow. Wise choice. So this one happened in our redacted branch. It's employee availability lacking. Okay, that's fair. Okay, this is a complaint. We're going into complaint territory. We're cracking our knuckles for this. I'm getting ready. Okay. I traveled through 3 interdimensional portals because I was told you had my favorite cereal, but when I arrived, I couldn't find a single employee to help me navigate the store. It was like no one was even hired. I had to wait for the internet to be invented in this dimension to even find a proper number to call, and when I did, I was told some nonsense about the owner not having been born, as if the 4th dimension is any sort of reasonable excuse for such poor customer service. I'm willing to give Awoogamart another chance, but I want a discount on my Brain Flake cereal. Interesting. Okay. Let me just take this in and think about it. Flaming Spade, thank you so much for the gift sub to Ray. There you go, Ray. You're working for Awoogamart now. Don't forget, you're here forever. Thank you. So, first of all, we're really sorry that nobody was there. But again, you came on the 20th of July, and that was a public holiday. We weren't open. And I wasn't born yet, so I don't know, man. Actually, was I born? Which dimension was this? Okay, yeah, I was. Oh, okay, yeah, I wasn't born in this dimension yet, so it makes sense. We're on behalf of Awoogamart, I sincerely apologize. And next time you come, just knock on my door, and I'll give you your Brain Flake discount. I hate dealing with people like this, but it's for the sake of the business, guys. Fingers crossed. The freezer is really cold. Can I leave Awoogamart, please? Ask McCoy. So this one's from Amon. This happened in 1987 at 12 p.m. on our main branch, and it's talking about the instability of physics here. Okay, this one's fun, chat. I was stocking the shelves for my cart when I put back an empty box onto the cart. The physics engine had a fucking freak out, and the box and the cart began to clip into one another. Ooh, first time, I see. It was really loud until eventually they violently ejected from one another, causing the cart to flatten a customer. Because of this, I had to clean up another body, causing me to be unable to finish stocking. Please update the physics engine. It's expensive though, and I haven't met my quota this month, which means no, you know what? You guys haven't met your quota this month, which means I can't help this poor employee out. How can you do this to one of your own? Work harder. Not smarter. Harder. Then maybe we'll be able to afford updating the physics engine at some point, you know? And I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to Amon as well. How could you... I can't believe you did such a rookie mistake of like freaking out the physics engine. You know how delicate it is. We're trying, Rachie. Yeah, try harder. We should borrow balance. Okay. I can't not laugh. I cannot laugh when I see Valid. I'm sorry. Maybe Yuji Naka could help you. I hear he's free these days. Yeah, after the lawsuit, he's free these days. Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Becca, thank you so much for the tier 1 gift sub to Looks. Welcome, Looks, to Awoogamart. I hope you enjoy your stay. Here's your informational packet. The bathrooms are to the left. My office is to the right. Do not knock. And that's the way the news goes. Fallon has a physics engine. Does it have a physics engine? It is what it is. The government won't let us advertise Awoogamart. Something about being labeled a terrorist organization. You're not supposed to be handling marketing. Leave that to John. Toss that over to Swiss. Anyway, we'll fix the physics engine eventually when you guys meet your quota. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair thing to say. Everyone has a physics engine. It came free with your Unity package. Sorry, we use Unreal Engine 1. Not even 4, not even 5, but we use 1. Sounds like you're a little understaffed. I am a little bit understaffed, but you can fix this. You can sub to my channel. Oh god. I know I do this as a bit, but like it feels slimy every single time I do it. I thought we we still use command line. We don't even use a GUI. We still use a command line interface. That explains the clipping. Is it because it was the cheapest or because you stole it for free? Look, I'm not here to answer your questions. I'm here to answer your complaints. Do you know? No, I shouldn't make that joke. Let's move on. AG, welcome so much. Welcome. Awoog. McCoy, thank you so much for the gift sub. AG, welcome to Awoogamart. Thanks for being coerced to work here. Here's your employee handbook. Just wait for John to talk to you. So this one is okay. My binary is good, but it's pretty rusty. Binary translator. Oh no, I'm back. You are back. Hello, Ruben. Welcome. Awooga. Ah, this one's from Fate. Okay, welcome, Fate. Oh, what is the subject of your complaint? Oh, Jesus Christ. Help me. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, we can help you for definitely. Ah, okay. Oh, this one's a little bit long. Oh, yikes. This ain't a complaint. This is a fanfic. What are you doing? Apparently our OSHA is being overworked 100 different jobs in Awoogamart for some reason. Sounds like his problem. I mean, like, I tell him to do stuff, but like it wasn't in his contract, so he can say no if he wanted to, but also if he said no, then he wouldn't be able to see his family for a few years, so I don't know. This one's a little bit of a fanfic. Or should I read this in my best voice? Let me see if I can summon the mouse. Please help me. They've kept me in captivity here for decades, and now they've given me permission to file an official complaint to high management. Haha. I don't think I channeled him correctly. Sounds like a young Mickey Mouse. If my memory doesn't fail me, I've wandered to one part of Awoogamart and searched. No, please, Disney, don't DMC me. In search for electrical appliances aisle, and I was suddenly surrounded by multiple unknown personnel. They didn't look like Awoogamart employees, and they told me that they were agents from Dimension of Awoogamart, and they're interested in my physical and mental abilities. Behind them was Rachie. I asked her what the meaning. I remember this. What a sweet memory. That sounds like me before you started vaping. POV. Did somebody say the door to darkness? Haha. She didn't answer my question. Instead, she told the mysterious people that I'm the perfect test subject for the experiment. I was beaten down and sedated. Oh yeah, that was a fun time. My last consciousness caught her final words to me. Rachie, with a smirk on her face, said, "You will be an invaluable asset to Awoogamart." I was then carried away by the agent through a rift generator, and yeah, this is definitely fake. We don't have rift generators. Okay, I remember this happening, but it wasn't in this way, okay? So what you're saying is that you have Aqua inside a cage in your basement. What I'm saying is that perhaps Dream Drop isn't very distant. Perhaps this is not your final mix yet. I can't believe Awoogamart and Kingdom Hearts are part of the same. No! Dream drop, more like price drop. Oh! I think the research team was trying to make one, but they just came out with unsliced bread. Are we in the same universe as Kingdom Hearts? Is Sora gonna come waltzing in? Mickey's gonna come in through the door to darkness. Haha! Did you find Ven yet? Ugh, unfortunately, Ven was not hidden here. Although we did pitch it at Aqua. We told her that the rates would be really cheap if she hid Ven in Awoogamart, but it didn't happen. I'll buy Aqua for 7k V-Bucks. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to break character, but this is funny. Like, just imagine, like, Awoogamart isn't even its own universe. We're just a supermarket in the Cars universe this entire time. Hello there, Kitsune Black Shooter. Nice to meet you. Donald Duck just waltzed in. Dolan just waltzed in and obliterated an employee. Like, there's a blink, blink. Car Scoopy, no. I mean, okay, it's not too far fetched. I'm sure Sora has a Carsona. We looked this up. Kingdom Hearts Cars, right? Like Sora's Carsona, right? Life really is a highway, and we do be honking down it. Okay, no, but this one is absolutely terrifying, though. I'm not gonna lie. I will rotate your lungs. What the hell is this? Okay, if I have to see this, you gotta see this too. Oh my god, somebody made a drawing of all. Okay, this one's wholesome. This one's wholesome. The key is inside Sora's body. He just beats people up. I mean, that's a I think, yeah, okay. I think we should move on. I'm a little bit scared too. This is beautiful, but I'm you look guilty. I gotta look for my, okay. We didn't meet the quotas. We didn't. And, you know, we couldn't, this is definitely fake, but apparently Professor McCoy is a thing. This, you know what? It's fun. It's fun. Oh. Anyway. Oh, we got a complaint for Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, of course it would happen in Ohio. I don't think I've ever seen Dwayne Johnson in our main branch. Where did you get my selfie? I was about to ask, why did my camera suddenly turn on? Was that a skeleton rose? It sort of looks like me when I take off my flesh suit, you know? You know what I mean? Well, technically it looks like all of us when you take off our flesh suit, because, I mean, you guys have to remember to take off your flesh suit at the end of the day, okay? It's unhygienic to keep it on. Do you enjoy a fresh burger every now and then? Burger on these nuts. This one says too much ooga and not a woo. So the summary of the complaint issue from the esteemed Dwayne Rock Johnson is they gave too much ooga and not nearly as much a woo as expected. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Mr. Johnson, Rockman, Dwayne, Groot. I'm not supposed to laugh. I'm not supposed to laugh. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. Yeah, I mean, we do have a Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria right inside Awoogamart, but not in Ohio. This has got to be fake. I knew it. Dwayne Johnson doesn't even know we exist. I legit thought you doxed someone before you zoomed out. Just so you guys know, right? Our version of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria is it's halal. I just thought you guys should know that. Profit margins are a little bit down, and Freddy Fazbear seems a little bit antsy. So if you guys want to get some pizza, I'm sure it'll help a lot of us sleep better at night. California address in the Ohio branch. Yeah, you think Ohio is a state? No. Ow. Did you just honk at me? Fucking Purple Man ruined my favorite restaurant. I know, right? But anyway, Ohio is a state of mind, guys. This one is from In Your Head, and this happened in May 12th, 2022. This one happened in the main branch, and apparently they're in the walls. Must be your first time here. Really sorry to hear that, sir. You will get used to it eventually. This one's from NJ Yama. This one happened in April 25th. At 2 p.m. in our main branch, and apparently this has to do with Bob. Okay, so this one, I don't know if you guys know this, but Bob is one of our employees. He's faceless, and he tends to make everything around him seem faceless as well. So if you get within like a certain vicinity, even magazines feel like they don't have faces, but he's completely harmless. He's really nice. I know it's a little bit like disorienting the first time, but Bob is super duper nice, and he's very willing to help out. It's just you might also have to get used to his voice, and it may not translate very well at first, but you'll get it. Bob's cool. Bob's a cool dude. Bob is one of our hardest working employees. He's been employee of the month several decades in a row. Only broken by Swiss last year. Yeah. Can he write? He can also write. He can do everything you and I can, in just his own way, you know. He marches to the beat of his own drum. Anyway, so the complaint says, well, I've never had a problem with Bob's. When she normally kept to themselves in the magazine and frozen dairy sections, they were making a nuisance of themselves in the clothing section. Faceless celebs on my magazine and blank spaces where they should be cow's milk on cartons is fine. I can live with that. However, I can't tell customers and mannequins apart since they've migrated over to the clothing section. Please herd them back over. Okay, I understand. Yeah, okay, this is a legitimate complaint. I'll
Paging Bob in the clothing aisle. Bob, can you, I love you, buddy, but, can you move, to another section, perhaps, that is not the clothing aisle? People are complaining about the faces again. We'll train you in another section a different time. Anyway, have an Awoogamart days, shoppers!
Yeah, okay. So that's just Bob. Bob means well, but yeah, we'll train him somewhere else. Jelly, hello. Yeah, we flexing. I'm flexing it because it's nice to use for supermarket wide broadcasts very much. Thanks for checking on Bob Cubit. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we will address the complaint, Yama. Thank you so much for letting us know. So this one is from Kasane Teto. Okay. This one's from Otet Enasak, and it's in the sister location. Bob has locked himself. Oh God, when did this one happen? 5th of May. Okay, so this was a while ago. Bob has locked himself in the bathroom once again with the entirety of the bread supply. He doesn't even work here. He does work here. You can't say that about Bob. You know he's very sensitive. And had customers asking where all the bread went. Bob and his antics once again. At this point, he's getting ridiculous. He doesn't even like bread. He's scared of the stuff. He has walked in on and all he has walked in on and all that saw was the attached file. Bob has stolen some of the mustard as well and may have been attempting his ridiculous ritual again. Though I thought he was asked to stop this behavior, believe he was trying to once again summon the Utaoloi Kasane Teto in the physical realm. Either that or was attempting to open the gateway to... Let's hope it doesn't go that far though. His ritual appears to have failed and should not be looked into at all. Bread supply apparently hasn't been restocked according to other complaints. Believe this is a lie from Bob. Mr. Perks, thank you so much for the 5 months. Awooga! Can she just... hair drill her way through the... Oh, you know what? As much as I'd like to laugh, this does seem like a little bit of a... I can't think of any puns. This is a situation. I bet you weren't ready for that, were you? You don't know what's coming. At least the guy isn't toast. Oh, hell yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. Yeah, Bob can get into all kinds of antics, but it is what it is, you know? You couldn't think of any pun? Simply looks dreadful. I shouldn't be laughing. I need to focus in character again. Bob does have black hair. That does not seem like Bob. Who could it be? Who's trying to impersonate Bob? He'll need some help. I'm grumbling. I should not be laughing. Yeah, okay, it's worker abuse. Yeah. We'll get whoever this impersonator is out of the store. We're really sorry. If you're looking for bread, you might be able to farm some in like the field behind. Like there's some wheat fields there. Maybe you'll be able to find something. This bread or not reflect on Bob's reputation. How can they impersonate Bob if being near Bob fucks with your vision? Look. I'm not here to ask questions. I'm just here to resolve complaints. I love you. I love you too, friend. There could be multiple different Bobs. No, there's just one. When I found the supermarket like a few years ago, it was just one Bob. Granted, I was just dropped in here, and the only thing I did was make myself known to the boss, who was Akuma at the time. Like I didn't really know what to expect, honestly. Anybody who's ever been to Awoogamart either like didn't want to help me or told me to just good luck and this might be the last time we see you. Anyway, does Bob have a family? Bob does have a very happy family. He actually commutes from home every single day. His 2 kids and wife, very lovely. But yes, that wasn't Bob, but we'll deal with the situation. Thank you for letting us know. So this one is from Alert. I can't pronounce that. Aludurhage. Okay. It happened in February 12th. In the Ohio thing. 2 wives and a kid, close enough. I'm sorry, Al. I see your name and I know what it says, but I can't read it. The subject of the complaint is foot stuck. My foot got stuck in the cat toy section. It took the employees 3 hours to figure out how to get me out. I think you should get more chainsaws in the employee tools closet so they can cut off people's feet faster. Unbelievable how long that took. I thought we upgraded to laser technology. Has that not been implemented in our Ohio branch yet? See, this is what I don't like about our Ohio branch. Even though people don't complain about it, it's always like 10 years behind everyone else, you know? It's like Jakarta. Like, I don't know, man. Ohio does not have the lasers yet. Well, somebody had better get on that. I've been asking for a few months at this point. It's starting to get on my nerves. And this one is from Janet, you know. It's from like 13th of, okay, this was from a few days ago at 4:20 a.m. Blaze it, from my sister location, and it's talking about a freezer room incident. Ohio, Jakarta. Ohio branch lagging, yeah. It do be like that. And this week alone, there were 5 employees that managed to escape from the freezer room somehow. Well, we already tracked down all the rogue employees and gave them a quick. It was such a hassle to repair all the damages they caused during the escape. The security teams want to propose that instead of freezing their whole bodies in the machines, we just suck out their brains and put them in the jars instead. It will save space for more employees and prevent more escape attempts. I don't not agree with this one. You know what? I'm just gonna put this one. Yeah, why are there so many freezer room issues? I mean, I don't even ask at this point. We have a really good freezer, but because it's really good, a lot of people don't know how to use it. You know, it's like a little bit too high tech. Even though like all the instructions are penned in crayon and it's legible, it's in like 9,000 different languages. You can just cycle through all of them. Sometimes people don't want to read, you know, and that's what manufacturers don't understand about instruction manuals. We had some issues with the jars before. They got mixed up with the pickle section and that was a mess to clean them. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, well, we can put this on our agenda for our Monday morning meeting. We'll talk about that more. But thank you for the complaint. This one was pretty constructive. Thank you. Oh, there is proof. Apparently somebody sent proof. Let's see. You guys aren't supposed to see that. Is that what crayon's for? Not snacking? I mean, multi-purpose items, right? I'm glad you enjoy Awoogamart brand crayons. They're flavored from the flavors of your past, like parents fighting over divorce and Wii bowling music to drown out the sounds of your parents fighting for divorce, and unaddressed trauma that you only realized 2 years ago. Lovely flavors from the youth, you know? Very youthful flavors. Anyway, this is from Carafen F. Razor. This happened in 2023. Okay, this happens in 2023. Okay. Oh, it was Mario Kart 7 for you? It was Wii Bowling for me. So this happened in my main... this happened in the main branch. The ominous thing that lurks under the ceiling. Ah, yeah, I heard about this one. So I was using the bathroom on the 3rd floor to wash off the oily, bright green substance that sometimes you get sprayed with while browsing the canned food section. Yeah, I mean... If it's any indication, if my virtual boy in my wall is any indication, I know what you mean. As I noticed, there were no paper towels left. Okay, so I turned up to the corner of the ceiling and asked the shadowy mass that vaguely remembers a tall human with 3 arms that always lurks up there if you could fill in the paper towels. That's Kyle. He has a name, and that's Kyle. I know that it works there because for some reason the only detail that is clearly visible is the employee card that is clipped on its chest area, and for some reason it has a sepia picture of William Shatner with a clown's nose on it. Anyway, instead of getting new towels, it reached for my head, touched it, and the next thing I remember was me waking up in a few minutes later, curled up on the floor screaming and cramping as I woke up from the nightmare of existential dread your employee put me in. Ooh. Okay, anyway, the new towels were there, but now there was no soap, and I asked the thing in the corner if it could get soap too. It just tapped at an obviously self-drawn sign that said break. I know work is work and breaks are breaks, but come on, how unmotivated can a person be to fill up the paper towels and not check for soap? That is a little bit of a pickle, friends. What do you guys think? Because you guys know Kyle. You've seen Kyle in the bathrooms. You've seen Kyle, like, stock shelves, and sometimes he also works in checkout, you know, but... This is a problem. This is a problem. Has this happened to you guys before? Hydrate. I have no water. I'll hydrate when I'm dead. Wait, we get breaks? That wasn't the part of the complaint you should be focused on. Kyle's nice, I swear. I'm a great judge of character. I mean, look at all of y'all who are here employed in Awoogamart. Wait, the bathrooms are available again? I mean, that's a great question. Next question. I'm gonna swap your kidneys. Go get water. Breaks are when you pass out. I'm pretty sure Kyle is being overworked as usual. You know, he is one of our harder workers here. As a first-time shopper, should I be a part of this conversation? Don't worry about it. We're very transparent. Awoogamart is open and welcoming to all. In fact, because you are our first-time shopper, let me offer to you our special. You see on my desk, we have just the crust and wadded middles. We have those free for you at aisle 421. You can get a free sample and then let us know if you like it. And if you don't like it, then talk to Bob and... Actually, no. Talk to Kyle. He'll handle it. Wadded middles are my favorite. Wadded middles are my favorite too. But when paired with just a crust, I don't know. It just feels like... It feels like I'm eating bread. But in a new way. And it's great. Ah, Jack Evans, thank you so much for your 7 months patronage to Awoogamart. Please do not talk to Kyle on 1-1. He has bad anxiety. Ah, that's true. We can't be like that employer that got mad at their employee for having a panic attack. I mean, the meanest... I'm mean, you know, and I'll say that that's your problem and I'll walk away from you when you're having a panic attack, but I'm not gonna, like, laugh at you for having it. There's no such thing as a nice employer. And that seems a little bit far, but I'm not going to turn down free stuff. Yep. You just have to turn right out of this office, go left, and then go on for another 3 miles, and you should be able to get there. Boss, we need to clean the fish tank. It stank. I don't know what you're talking about. Right? Awoogamart is cursed, but it's not mean. Exactly. Anyway, we'll deal with Kyle. And then this one is from Errant at our sister location last year. Okay, so they ran out of tea. Haven't seen regional manager Anthong in several months. Oh god. Does he even work for us anymore? And the regular tea supplies from yours here are running low. Search party was sent out, but they haven't been able to find their way out of Awoogamart, which is expected. Should we put this picture on the back of our Awoogamart brand pilk cartons? Okay. So pilk is our pickle milk that we send. King Yonder's last stream last year. Oh god. Yeah, I think so. I think that's lovely marketing, you know. It really adds to the mystique of like where in the world is Anthong. Very good. So this one's from McCoy. Yeah, pilk. We do have a few bottles of pickle milk left, I think, on my table. Although I'm not very sure, to be honest. It's been a while since I've had pickle milk. I have been indulging in blended pizzas for a while. Like as a smoothie, it really hits you in the right spots, you know? I don't know about you guys. Hey, it's totally not McCoy. It's totally... Who would it be then? Huh, oh well. Everywhere I go, there is pickle hybrid abomination. First twickles, no film. What are twickles? What's a twickle? I think this one's not from McCoy, so we should be okay. You know, this comes from store, so it should be okay. Twix pickles. Oh, that sounds lovely. I'd love some on my desk if you guys... Hey, whoever's head of purchasing right now, can you guys get like a sample on my desk by tomorrow morning? Thank you. So this one is... Oh, there's monster discrimination, smelly jelly, and redacted. Okay. Okay, I have 3 complaints I'd like to submit. Okay, sounds good. Oh, I'm sadly unable to watch the stream, but since Awoogamart lore is up there with my favorite content, I'm thrilled to watch the VOD tomorrow. Don't worry about it, Caravan. We'll see you at the employee meeting tomorrow morning. Good night. So, back to our complaints. There are 3 that totally not McCoy would like to submit. First off, enough is enough. We have too many problems piling up at the Underworld division. I thought we closed that division 3 years ago. Anyway, who thought it was a good idea to put the ogre deodorant right next to the gnome knickknacks? We've already had 3 pancake injuries, not to mention all the times the Cyclops eyeglass mixed up somehow with 3 regular glasses. Is the worker for that section blind? Oh wait, I think they are. Sorry. Think before you speak. Anyways, there's every time I walk into the shampoo aisle, somebody tries to grab me as a free sample. I am a slime, not a soap. The list goes on, but I have other issues that are more concerning below. Okay. So first complaint, a little bit much, but let's try to address this. I'm not in charge of the ogre deodorant and the gnome knickknacks. In fact, you are their manager, so this is your problem. I don't see why you're complaining to me. Anyway, let's move on. Secondly, I'd like to submit a complaint about one of the products that we recently got a shipment of. The puntable jelly is not selling well at all. Oh, jelly. This is why I said don't include my friend's products in Awoogamart. It's not gonna sell. In fact, it's even starting to stink up the aisle. That... Jelly, what did you put in here? Jesus. I don't even have a nose and I can smell it from aisles away. The one good point of it, though, it seems to produce a lot of salt, so I temporarily stored it in the salt section. Now, something needs to be done about the smell, though. I'm gonna have a talk to Jelly about this, but that is a very good complaint. Thank you for letting me know, McCoy. I mean, not McCoy. Lastly, it's about the... project. I know I'm not supposed to speak of it or even talk about it, but we have some major problems popping up that may cause danger to fellow Awoogamart employees or workers. Boss Akuma said not to worry about and not tell Bossy, but I'm afraid that will get out of hand or may use it to cause. If this goes on any longer, even will not help. Please, for the love of all that is unholy, don't ignore this important warning. I don't know, guys. Because it wasn't McCoy who said it to me, I don't think it's important enough for me to like pay attention to it. What do you even know about our redacted project? What warning I was tabbed out? Don't worry about it. It's just a project that, you know, may cause danger to fellow Awoogamart employees, but honestly, it sounds like their problem and not mine. I don't know. What do you guys think I am? Some sort of like magic god that can solve everything? I'm just a CEO working my ass off and maybe playing Virtual Boy every 3 days or so. It's fine. Let's see what proof did they include. That does look a little bit sus, I'm not gonna lie. Deal with it, McCoy. I don't pay you for nothing. Shouldn't we know about the secret project that could kill us? Maybe not. Also, I forgot to close the form, but I'm gonna stop reading entries past 33 and maybe, like, move it to next week? Oh, this one is another one from McCoy. You know what? We'll move all the McCoy ones to next week. It's a wall. Got it. Ignorance is bliss, I think. Exactly. If you don't know that the world is gonna end, then you're just gonna enjoy your time without having to worry about it, you know? I mean, not that the world is gonna end or anything, because, you know, nothing is happening. Awoogamart is a normal supermarket. We sell normal products. Buy our boneless boyfriends. They're on sale today. So this one's from Rye. This happened in our store. Let's see. This one is about help. I came into Awoogamart to get some snacks and I cannot leave. The doors lead to more Awoogamart. Every time I go leave, it's another mart. How long have I been here? Who am I? Where are the new Awooga exclusive moss flavored pointless? These questions haunt me. I fear I will never know. The sounds, I hear the walls whisper. They call to me. I feel them close in. Perhaps this Awoogamart will be my grave, my Awooga tomb, my Awoom. I feel myself fading away. Also, the vending machine is out of Rolos. Okay, the last one I can deal with. The other one, I don't know if you recently knew this, but Awoogamart expanded recently. Awoom is a very great way to represent all of us as employees, you know? Like, we came out of the proverbial Awoom and we will go back into the... Oopsies. Oopsies. I think I fucked with something just now. My bad. Awoom. I'll get on the last one. I cannot stand being out of rollers. That's very fair. Can you get on that one, McCoy? Thank you so much. The other ones, the walls call to you, but see, that's a feature we implemented here in Awoogamart as a way to like guide shoppers to where we need to go, because you know how like in video games, gamers like their hands being held. We thought that maybe, you know, if we gave you hints and maybe put in some subliminal messaging about, I don't know, like submitting yourself to the experiments, like it would be fun, you know. Awoom, nothing like a mother's embrace to remind you of all your life failures. Exactly. She brought you into this world. She can take you out. From the Awoom we came, to Awoom we will return. I am very worried about that. Are you saying that we will all be stuffed back into somebody's Awoom? The walls also did hold my hands. You were correct. I'm glad. I am not paying them for nothing, it seems. Very good. Very, very good, Rye. Anyway, if you would like, then maybe turn down your difficulty a little bit, then maybe you won't get as much. Turn up your difficulty a little bit, and maybe you won't get as much prompts. When you think about it, isn't the Earth one large Awoom? I would like to think that way too. It's very comforting before I go to sleep at night to think that maybe there is an maybe we are living in a really nice, warm Awoom. So this one's from Q, the eternal shopper of Awoogamart. I just can't find the exit. Get in line. And this happened at our redacted store. Okay. It happened recently at 4 a.m. Okay. Confusing signage. I was to donate blood, not my blood. Okay, very, very important distinction. Very good. When I saw the sign near the vampires and werewolves section, I'm kind of confused if I can donate blood. If not, time to donate sauce. Time to make blood sausages. Okay. And what proof did you include? Don't save a life. Be afraid to give blood. Oh my god. Yeah. What? I mean... I'm a little bit sleepy, so I can't think of a good I can't think of a good solution to this, but if you are feeling a little bit uncomfortable near the vampires and werewolves, I mean, you don't have to. Although I will vouch, the vampires and werewolves of Awoogamart keep our ecosystem going. They are bottom of the food chain here, which means if you do feed them, that means all the bigger fish that we have, metaphorical and literal, will be able to like sustain the ecosystem, you know? We need to restructure our marketing workflow. You have a good point, Bonkus. You do. I pity Phil for having to deal with that location. I wanted better for him. That's very true. I feel sort of bad for Phil working in Redacted, but it is what it is. Anyway, I hope that answered your question. We just have 2 more complaints to go. This one is from Anonymous, and it happened on the 4th of May at 9:50 a.m., so well after closing in the Redacted store. And it's about rude customers. Recently, I've been employed by Awoogamart and have found it to be an enjoyable experience mostly. The main issue is the fact that customers seem to become feral after being unable to find the exit for long periods of time and keep stabbing me. This is especially problematic as the first aid room keeps moving whenever I try to go to it. Please issue some protective gear as I've had to spend nearly all my wages on medical bills. Well, let me ask you this. What were you wearing? No, I'm joking. I'm not gonna make that joke, but that is yeah, I can issue you some protective gear. I'm really sorry that people are using you as stabbing, like, to take out all their rage. Although if you are wearing a Awoogamart red, that does tend to anger customers. I hear that it plays on some sort of wavelength and just makes all of them go crazy. Rachie, I told you to tie the medic bay down after the last incident. Look, it's not my fault that, you know, if you love something, let it go, right? Set it free. Did they happen to have their That's a very good question. If they have a stabbing license, then they are free to literally stab anyone in store without consequence. Although I do understand that as an employee, it makes it very difficult for you to do your job in Awoogamart. So I will look into it for sure. Hello, welcome, Osmantus. You can't use that excuse. Medical coverage on site is in your contract of 87. Did I ever give you back my signed copy of the contract? That's right. You don't know. So it's not my problem. Anyway, the last one. This one is from Randolph Carter, and this happened earlier this year in the main branch. Okay. While attempting to find the toilet paper, there was an eldritch horror beyond my comprehension standing in the way. I attempted to ask him to step aside so I could grab the charmin. However, they screeched forbidden knowledge at me and bit my arm off. Okay, yeah, that is a little bit of a problem. I attempted to ask the employees for medical assistance, but the first aid room kept vanishing when we got close. They said Bob has a habit of removing the limbs of customers, and I think he should be fired immediately. I also like compensation for the lost limb, as the medical bills are very expensive, and they included proof. Oh, they did have a stabbing. Oh, yeah, these eldritch horrors. Oh, trigger warning. Close your eyes if you don't like being squeamish. Yeah, the eldritch horrors seem a little bit out of control lately. It might just be mating season. Yeah, I don't think. Okay, so we'll deal with the eldritch horror problem. We just gotta like wrangle them all up, you know. It is mating season. We shouldn't have them out. In general, yes, I will send you the picture later, McCoy. Oh, it isn't one of our horrors? You know what? You may be right. We did hire them last season, but I don't think I remembered renewing their contracts. They're just lonely. That's very fair. Well, it's not like I'm gonna stop them from like roaming around our store or anything, but we will wrangle them up until mating season is over, and then we'll let them go. And the first aid room does have a tendency of flying off, so you're not the only one. But I don't think that's Bob that you're complaining about removing limbs from customers, because Bob can't physically just can't touch other customers. It's a medical condition. And so we'll look into this. It seems like there's 2 people cosplaying as Bob, impersonating Bob. That's a little bit concerning. We want Awoogamart to be a safe place for our employees as well as our customers. You know, I mean, the company structure is like a pyramid, and we want people to feel as safe as they would inside a pyramid in a very enclosed, claustrophobic room as well. You know, we just really want the best for our customers. Sometimes he gives people extra limbs if need. Exactly, he's a very nice man. So I don't. This isn't Bob, and so we need to investigate this. But I will stop reading complaints for the day. This little Chuny is very tired and she wants to sleep, even though it's morning, because, you know, I mean, there's no day or night in Awoogamart. It's sort of like Traverse Town. Wait, are we supposed to place all the Eldritch Horrors in the same room during mating season? Yeah, because they only stop once they get to mate, and they just sort of fly off and disappear into some unsuspecting dimension to like torture them, you know? This should be basic Awoogamart 101. Any further Bob slander will be taken personally, very much so. I have a knife on me, don't test me. Also, what is sleep? We never sleep. Get some rest, you earned it, thank you. Oh god. I know, working for like 2 hours is so tiring. As your boss, is the boss of Awoogamart, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm so grateful that you guys do all the work for me, so I don't have to do any of the work myself. Like, you guys are the best employees that a girl could ever ask for, and I mean it. It still sounds like a bad idea, boss. I mean, okay, maybe not in... Maybe bring them to the sub-basement. I think it should be soundproof enough. And I know that there is a room at the back that's coated in lead. So any, like, weird kind of cosmic radiation will be contained within that spot. If it still doesn't fit, let me know. And maybe we can talk to Akuma about doing renovations. I'm so happy that I got this new job. Oh my god, I'm so happy that you're now working with Awoogamart. Speaking of working for Awoogamart, just so you guys know, all company communications happens through our Discord. It happens through our Discord server, which is discord.gg/rachie. It's very fun there. All we do is talk about old games and complain about how our backs hurt. It's very fun. We also do talk about new games, but mostly talking about how our backs hurt. No, don't worry about it, Cubit. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's stream. I am nearing my limit on what I can do before on the funny things I can say before it all goes to great googly moogly. It's all gone to shit. You know, it happens. It happens. But yeah, if you guys want, join the Discord. It is very fun. But for now, I think we should rate. The Hannah raid took a lot out of Rachie. Oh yeah, for sure. You know me. I absolutely cannot handle any social interaction of any kind. It's very taxing on my mental health. And that's why I don't have friends. Does anybody can relate? No, I'm joking. Yeah, but anyway, I'm trying to look for who to raid next. You guys have any suggestions? Preferably somebody as chaotic but calm, you know? Giving off those gremlin vibes. My time has come once more. It has been 1,000 years. Exactly. You have been asleep for so long, but it's time. I enjoyed my shopping experience today. I'm excited for my next visit. Thank you. So glad you love it here in Awoogamart. We're always dedicated to that sweet customer experience, but also make sure when next time you come back, you meet your quotas, because remember, we're trying to target 24 people per person this week. I hope you guys are ready. Dandy is streaming. Is it time for us to raid Dandy as well? Funniest fucking VTuber in Indonesia? I think it is. What's Dandy playing right now? Or should we raid you? Actually, I've raided Dandy a lot. Maybe it's time to raid you. Let me check if they're online. Catch you later, Happy. Let's see, are they still on there? Oh, nope. Okay, let's go raid. Let's go. Not you, but Hiragi you. Anyway, that's our raid message. Thank you guys so much for coming. Hiraki Yu is the host VTuber, and they're very nice. And they have a lovely voice, so I hope you guys enjoy. Wait, raid. Let me see if I can. I hope it works. There we go. I hope you guys are ready. Thank you guys so much for coming to stream today. I'll see you guys over on Twitter or Discord or something to keep up for next stream. Love y'all.